doing it for myself. I'm not doing it for anyone else. I want to be able to look in a mirror and not go, ugh.
This is Laura. Laura, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good.
Laura is here for a neck lift, facelift, brow lift, or the big three, together with a little bit of rejuvenation around the mouth. We're going to do some lip filler and also a lip lift, and then a full face laser resurfacing from the jawline up to the hairline to improve skin quality. And Laura, this is not your first experience with facial surgery.
Correct.
So Laura's 77. She had in the past chin implant, I think your nose in the past.
Right.
And then at some point in the past, eyelid surgery and a previous face neck lift. We're not exactly sure how long it is because you told my staff something that I loved. What did you say?
I don't remember.
You said what's in the past is in the past.
It's in the past, right? I don't look back. It's done. It's done. Let's move on.
I love it. So my guess has probably been at least 10 years, maybe 15 since her lower face neck lift. So today is actually a revision lower face neck lift. What is your primary goal? You were telling me a minute ago what bothered you the most.
The throat, the neckline, the jawline, and the skin for sure.
Yeah.
But mostly up in here.
Yeah. So this area right here, we're really going to do our absolute best to lift this. That there's still some diagonalness right here. It's still not as sharp as I'd like to see it. So that's the deep sculpture. So it's not just lifting, but also deep sculpture to get this to come in. Okay. Turn this way a little bit. You can also see that when we do this, it's going to want to bunch up here. So we'll treat the lower face together, and it's going to want to bunch up here. So that's why the temple or the brow.
Right.
So it's the big three, and it's like making your bed. We're going to take this and push it all the way off the edge of the bed and not just stop.
Not clump it. Right.
Not clump it up, halfway up. Exactly right. Lips-wise, we're not going to do anything crazy. We're going to approach them three ways. One is we're going to do a lip lift to improve the length of this compared to the pink part. Two, we're going to put a little more air in the tires. And I like filler for this. Filler is much more predictable than fat transfer. It lasts really well. It's tweakable. You don't do it every several months. It lasts for years. And then the third attack we're going to take on the lips is that laser for the ironing of the skin. So who are you here with, Laura? Laura. Okay, who are you here with? You looked at me. I thought, would I get it wrong? Who are you here with? Okay, good. So I think that's another important thing to talk about. So our nursing service will be with you the first 24 hours. We just provide that to all our face and neck lifts. Who's with you after that?
The nurses will stay until Saturday.
Okay. So Laura, since she came by herself, has elected to go ahead and keep the nurses for a few more days after that. So she probably arranged that through the nursing service. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So just so you know, that's 3 days. Today is Thursday. So she's got them through Saturday. And I think that's appropriate. I think you're going to do really well. Obviously, we can always readjust if need be. Anything else you need them to know?
No.
That's it. I need them to know something. I'm incredibly grateful you're letting them follow because I get people, they like to see people like them, and I get people that are in 70s or people with fair skin or people with more wrinkles or thin lips or whatever, and they want to see someone they can identify with. And it's very nice of you to help add to my spectrum of people that someone might identify with.
And I'm doing it for myself. I'm not doing it for anyone else. I want to be able to look in a mirror and not go, ugh. That really is the truth. I just want to look at it and go, okay, good. That's all. I just want to be happy with what I see.
I want to make her so happy you have no idea. We'll get it started, okay?
All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to zip up my fly real quick.
Sorry. Did you really?
Yeah. This is Laura. She's day 2. Day 1 after surgery. How are you?
Terrific.
Thankfully, my scrubs tie, so I don't have that issue.
Oh, okay.
So you're terrific. So you're 77.
Yes.
And yesterday we did a real deep plane facelift, deep neck lift, brow lift, full face laser resurfacing, a little bit of a lip lift, and a little bit of lip filler. This is not all filler because I lasered the heck out of her mouth. And we also did a lip lift, and those two things together will give you the sausage lips. Forget about the filler. So she's not going to have these lips in real life. But those are the procedures: deep plane facelift, deep neck lift, brow lift, full face, deep laser resurfacing, lip lift. How was your first night?
Perfect. Absolutely. Don't remember having anything done. The hotel is lovely, slept fine. Nurses are wonderful, doing their vinegar and whatever else has to be done. Everything has been fine.
Yeah. So it's really interesting. Some people will tell me they had a terrible first night. and I try to make sure we say this because some people do. Some people look like they fell out of a moving car and caught on fire and everything else, but feel fine, and so you just never know who's who. Some people look great, feel great, and so it's a mixed bag. In the end, everyone looks great, feels great, but looks great and feels great. But the recovery process, you never know. So you ended up taking, I know from your nurse, we send everyone home with 3 shifts, a 24-hour package of private duty nursing. And so I was given a report that she ended up taking the Tylenol and the Celebrex, which is non-narcotic, but did not need any of the narcotic pain pills. Didn't have any nausea.
None.
Yeah, just mostly boredom this first evening.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. You were giving us compliments about the nurses, but then also about Jim. You want to tell them about Jim?
Jim, the driver that is on the list of recommended people and hotels that you give us, I contacted him, and he has been terrific. I got in the day before. He drove me around. We had lunch together. He showed me museums and parks and everything. And it was all up to whether I wanted to or not. And he's just delightful. And the nurses, as I said, that you recommended, and have been wonderful. And the hotel, that's terrific. I'm right on the park. So I went for a walk in the park the next day, or the day before, excuse me. So I'm on a vacation.
Yeah. So there are certain parts of what she's describing that we just include with a surgery, right? So everyone that has a deep plane facelift, deep neck lift, we just include 24 hours of private duty nursing afterwards. It has made the process great.
Yes.
You are cared for by someone that has no other duties but to you. It's wonderful. Even if you do have your spouse or your friend, it's just nice that first 24 hours. There are other parts she described. We strongly recommend people stay in very specific hotels that are set up for us in this kind of way, and that's one of them. The one she stayed in is also close to Forest Park, which is the biggest park in the U.S. It's bigger than Central Park. It's got a free zoo, a free art museum, the landscaping is gorgeous. So when you're feeling up to it, I encourage everyone to get out and walk. Not a hot sun, but when it's cloudy, overcast, or evenings and mornings, get out and walk. It makes you feel better faster, and that's a perfect place to do it. And then the last thing she mentioned is Jim the driver. So Jim we don't just include it in everybody, but we recommend if you don't have someone with you, instead of Ubering or instead of taking a cab, we have a guy that's really taking care of many of our patients, and he's a great guy.
Polite, we never stop talking.
Yeah. Well, let's let people see what you look like. Turn and face me here. I'm going to give them a hint at your profile. So she has a butt cheek muscle weakness.
Dead.
What is it?
It's dead.
She has a dead butt cheek muscle. So the kind of limping you're seeing is not being sleepy from surgery, just who she is. She's going to do great. So 77 previous facial surgery. Despite all that, we're able to get everything I wanted accomplished. Your jawline is going to be everything you came for.
Oh, good.
Brow shape, you can see there's no bunching here. The lift went really well. It traveled up into the brow, but the brow's still not too high. So that's going to be really good. Under chin shape's going to be great. The proportions of the lips are going to be perfect. Right now, as I said, because I really heavily lasered around the mouth, her lips are really, really puffy. That will go away just in a few weeks or so. So, anything else you want them to know about the first day?
Do it.
All right.
I don't regret it. And as I said yesterday, it's something I did for me. I didn't want to look in a mirror and go, oh, and wish. I know I'm older, but hey, maybe I'll have a little extra time left over to use it.
I bet you get 20 years minimum.
That's wonderful. Yeah. Wonderful. My husband everyone says the same thing. Oh, you don't need it. Yeah, you do. You do.
They're right. You don't need it.
No.
A lot of stuff you don't need makes you happy.
But if you don't like looking at yourself in the mirror, consider it. Super. And consider this doctor. Wow. I researched everyone in the country. So, and this is my take on it. It's art. And this is art. It's very nice, but I wouldn't buy it. I looked at his work and I liked his work. Not his noses don't look some doctors, that's so-and-so's nose. This man is an artist who does your face to look like you. That's how I feel.
Well, thank you. Thank you for letting me share and watch your recovery, and I can't wait to see how you turn out.
Thank you, sir. Me too.
We are day 5 with Laura. How are you?
Wonderful.
We were just reviewing. We did a deep plane facelift, deep plane extended facelift and preservation style, deep neck lift. Those were revisions. She had had previous surgery a long time ago. Did a conservative lip lift, a little touch of lip filler, brow lift, full face laser resurfacing, and the buccal fat, just to take the heaviness out of the gel. So how have the last 5 days been?
Easy. Absolutely no pain, no discomfort. Easy. Just everything was fine.
Messy and greasy though?
Greasy.
Yeah, messy and greasy. So that's the laser ointment that we use. The laser is evaporating the old dead skin, letting new skin take its place. Until that new skin takes its place, the skin, the deeper part, doesn't have a lot of protection against evaporation. The moisture barrier is not intact, so we use this ointment. Laura, remind everybody, how old are you?
77.
77. She is a living example of, in general, I will say my older patients have a little slower recoveries and my younger patients have a little quicker recoveries. But those are generalizations. I have some younger patients, this knocks on their butt. I have some younger patients, it's real easy. I have some older patients that make it look like nothing. And this is Laura.
Piece of cake.
Yeah.
Really.
What were your goals as far as what was bothering you before?
The gels and basically the gels. But once we started to talk and you made your recommendations, I went with whatever you said you thought would enhance my appearance.
Yeah.
And he listed it.
Well, very commonly when we treat the gel, I talk about this all the time. When you really treat the gel and do a good job, you have to finish the job. And I talk about, are you a one-handed lift or a two-handed lift? Some people, they can make their jawlines look great without bunching here. They can focus on the gel, lower face, neck. Other people, myself included, if I were to do this, I would be bunched. I'm a two-handed lift. It would take a second hand to get this right. So
Right.
if you're a two-handed lift, we pretty much always incorporate the brow with this. So the first 2 or 3 days you kept the nursing service.
Yes. Yes.
2 or 3, I can't remember.
And then I got lazy and I said, stay another day.
Okay. So Laura's here on her own. With our deep plane facelift, deep neck lift, we provide a nurse the first day. For people that are on their own, they often say, you know what, I'm going to bring them on myself for another couple of days. What did you think of them?
They were wonderful. Absolutely.
What did they do for you?
Name it. They did the ice. They did the vinegar. They did shopping. They made food for me. They made me comfortable. They were just terrific.
They're fantastic. They're not my employees. The nurses that we send home with our patients are contract service, RN services, and we shout them out. I've heard such great things about them. Literally to our local patients, they're like, they were bored and they cleaned my living room. Like, it was incredible. Like, they're so nice. Face me, let's see what you look like. So Laura's contours are doing incredibly well. You can see the front of her face where it was lasered more intensely. It's healed more quickly. The sides of the face where I go a little less intensely because it's under the facelift skin flap, it actually takes longer. The heavier laser heals faster than the lighter laser. We see it all the time. I think that's pretty much all I want to cover today. Anything else you want to cover today?
Oh, I'm just so happy we did it.
Well, good. You're only 5 days in, so we'll hopefully touch base at 7 and 10. We're going to be seeing her, but hopefully we'll touch base at 7 and 10. You're going to do awesome. So happy for you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you very, very much.
You're welcome.
I hope you found this information helpful. If you did, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell icon so you can see my future content.